Hello everybody, this is Ryan with the Audubon Society of Western Pennsylvania, and I'm going to go take a little hike and just kind of see what spring edibles might be coming up now. So join me. When I'm out in the woods, I can always tell when I'm getting closer to civilization because the amount of invasive species just increases as I get closer to human occupation. And here's a little invasive species called garlic mustard, and it's just come up. There's some right there as well. Pick a leaf here and show you. So garlic mustard is an invasive, but you can eat it. Some people don't really prefer the taste, but you can use it as a pot herb, just throwing into a pot of soup to cook down. You could add some of it to a salad if you wanted, and every part of it's edible, even the root. So you could rinse that off, chop up the roots, add them to dishes. And whenever this plant is mature in the late summer, it puts up seed stalks, and you can collect the seeds by the thousands. I've collected handfuls of them in just a few minutes. You can grind those up with some vinegar and honey and make your own mustard. So down here by the creek bottom, they're really tiny. Right here, these guys. These are wild onions. They come up. They're actually a little bit early this year. Usually I get them in mid-April, but they're already coming up, and they grow in great proliferation. There's a little, I don't know if I can pull up one of the bulbs. Nope, I'm getting the tops. These are great. Chop them up and use them just like chives. Again, I mean, they're just everywhere. In another week or so, whenever these things get bigger, I'll be able to come down here and harvest a lot. I like to chop them up like chives, dry them out, and I keep them all year round, put them in soups, put them on my baked potatoes. There's one thing I want to note. Whenever you're foraging for wild onions, wild garlic, ramps, all those different alliums, you want to make sure that it looks like an onion, and also that it smells like an onion if you crush it up. Okay? Yep, got that rich onion smell. If you don't, if you have something that looks like an onion, but it doesn't smell like one. Not in Pennsylvania, but in other parts of the country, there's a plant called death camas, and it looks just like a wild onion, but it doesn't have that onion smell, and it's deadly. So if you ever get used to picking wild onions here in Western PA, and then you visit some friends out west, and you see something that looks like it, make sure you test it for that onion smell. Look plus smell, you can do a positive ID. Stay safe. We're coming into a pine forest. This is mostly white pine. See, here's one of the white pine cones. If you play with these too long, your fingers are going to get really sticky because there's so much sap on there. That sap is an antiseptic, though. You can put it on wounds if you don't have any other antibiotic handy. You can eat the seeds that are inside these. And you can also make a tea out of the needles. So here are some white pine needles. You want fresh needles right off the tree. You want them nice and green, not the brown ones down on the forest floor. So these, you can just pick a handful, put them in some hot water, and these have a ton of vitamin C in them. Pound for pound, there's about 6 times as much vitamin C in these pine needles than there is in a lemon. So you put these in hot water and then strain them out and drink it, get some vitamin C. Some people will absolutely love it. Other people don't care for the taste. I guess you'd have to try for yourself. Any tree in the pine family, you can seep the needles to make a tea-like drink. But white pine, I think, is the easiest to identify because the needles are so long and soft. And again, it's very, very common. So not only can humans use the white pine for various uses, squirrels also love it too. So maybe I startled a squirrel when he was in mid-snack. He probably ran down into this hole. I don't know if you can see in there. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of pine cone debris down in there. So thanks for coming along with me for a short walk in the woods and finding out some of the useful things that are out there. Spring is here. Trees are budding out. Soon this will be a canopy of green above my head. So stay safe. Stay connected with birds and nature. We'll catch you in the next video.